Bennett on our meditation music with that beautiful bass flute. I'm so, so, so grateful. Thank you, Cal. Thank you, everybody. Yes. Well, grand rising, everyone. Welcome to Agape. We are so grateful that you're here with us this morning, that we get to celebrate in community together all around the globe. That is some good stuff. I'm Marianne Lewis, Music and Arts Director here. We welcome you. We gon' sing together till the morning, yes. It's a good day. Hey, Nikki Harris in the house, Donna DeLore. Yes, Reverend Michael. All right, y'all, let's sing about the one life. We're gonna rise together as a one life and celebrate. We are rising up with all that we need. We're gonna rise together as a one life and liberate, calling on freedom to rise as one. We're gonna move together as a one life and celebrate. We can take each step with all that we need. Gonna move together as a one life and liberate, calling on freedom to move as one. We are gonna love together as a one life and celebrate. We're loving now with all that we need. Y'all singing? Gonna love together as a one life. Liberate, calling on freedom to love as one. Let's take it up. We're gonna sing together as a one life and celebrate. We're singing our song with all that we need. Yeah, yeah. Gonna sing together as a one life. Liberate, calling on freedom to sing as one. We are living now as the one life. We're gonna celebrate now that we're living with all that we need. Yes, gonna live together as the one life. Liberate, calling on freedom to live as one. Calling on the to live as one, calling on the freedom to rise as one.
Beautiful day, Agape Nation. The meditative thought is coming up on the screen, and as always, we invite you to use it through the week to enliven your spiritual consciousness. Reverend Michael tells us this. He writes this for us to practice. You'll love this. To live a consecrated life is to enter into alignment with the reality that life is a sacred emanation of the Spirit. Inherent within this realization is a choiceless choice to set aside meaningful, substantial time each day for Holy Communion with the one life. It is to know with unshakable certainty that your life is devoted to waking up to the eternal verities of the Spirit and living them in everyday life. From Reverend Michael for us to practice this week. Yes? Yes. Love to you, Agape. Thank you.
Thank you so much. This is called Use Me, and it is our congregational song. So we invite you all to stand at this time. We're standing together as we sing this song, this beautiful song. Let me stand in these words of truth.
Good morning, Agape International Spiritual Center, that's located everywhere across this globe, streaming out on all the platforms. We appreciate you joining in this morning, but more importantly, your soul is overjoyed that you're put yourself in a high frequency, a high vibration of those who love to love, those that love the presence, and those that love the presence of God in all of humanity. They sang Use Me, which means that we're open and available to all the very essence of the Spirit to move through and as us. We give it permission that we can rise into the vibrational frequency of our inherent greatness. Today, as I hit the gong 3 times, that would be 1. That would be 2. Trace in honor of our Agape Espanol. We have powerful musical inspiration every single week. Today we have Nikki Harris and Donna DeLore back with us again. You know who Nikki Harris is. You know who Donna DeLore is. Individually, powerful, powerful beings. They thought it'd be great to do this together, to share the importance of honoring friendship that comes with sharing a life's journey. In other words, in this seeming divisive world, they serve as an example of standing for love, forgiveness, gratitude, and set the intention to spread this joy and positivity through every song that they sing. They pray that their story and songs lift hearts wherever they go. As a matter of fact, this week at the Catalina Grill, Friday and Saturday, September 29th, 8:30, they will be performing. I say they will be transforming because of their essence, their musicality, and their love. Donna DeLore, Nikki Harris, and the wonderful surround sound of Agape.
Good morning.
Good morning, Agape.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
We want you to know that in this world, sometimes it seems like our differences are so important, and we stand to let you know that we have traveled this world together, and we know what's brought us together and kept us together is the true love we have for each other. No matter how different we look, we know there's only one person really standing here. Come on, baby. I've decided to be happy. I've decided to be glad. I've decided to be grateful for all I ever had. I've decided to let go of all this pain tonight. I've decided to let go of all these demons inside. Now I know I am blessed. Now I know all I ever wanted was this. I know I don't need more. I've got what I came for. Corcovado parted the sky, and through the darkness on us he shined. Crucified in stone, still his blood is my own. Glory, behold, all our eyes have seen, but I am blessed, I am blessed, I am blessed, I am blessed, I am blessed to be a witness. Some have gone away and can't be with us here today. But like the hills of my home,
come again. It won't come again. But I am blessed. I am blessed. Yes, I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. Yes, I am blessed to be a witness. And all the blessed people say, boomba, baby, boomba, yeah. Boomba, baby, boomba, yeah.
Come on.
Boomba, baby, boomba, yeah. Boomba, baby, boomba, yeah.
So very blessed.
Boomba, baby, boomba, yeah. Boomba,
Baby, boomba, yeah.
say, girl, I'm so blessed to be. Baby, boomba, yeah. Boomba, baby, boomba, yeah. So blessed to be a witness.
So much sorrow and so much pain.
Still I will not live in vain.
Like good questions never asked.
Like is wisdom wasted on the past. Only by the grace of God go I, go I. But I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. Yes, I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed to be a witness.
I am blessed. I am blessed.
I am blessed. Yes, I am blessed.
I am
blessed. I am blessed. Yes, I am blessed to be a witness.
Baby, boomba, yeah. Boomba, baby, boomba, yeah. Boomba, baby, boomba, yeah. Boomba, baby, boomba,
Nikki Harris,
boomba, baby, boomba,
Donna DeLore,
boomba, baby, boomba, yeah.
they surround the sound
Boomba, yeah.
of Agape under the direction of Marianne Lewis.
Boomba, baby, boomba, yeah. Boomba, baby, boomba, yeah. Boomba, boomba, boomba.
God bless you, Donna DeLore. God bless you, Nikki Harris. So glad you guys
bless
are here
you
today
all.
with us. Remember, Friday and Saturday night at the Catalina Bar and Grill. You can just do the grill if you don't want to do the bar. But you can listen to Donna DeLore and Nikki Harris. It's hard for me to stand behind all that. I just stand out here with you. Give them some more love, please. All of you online, give them some more love. Many of you probably have seen them over the years as they were the surround sound for Madonna, dancers and singers for Madonna for many years, and have now, of course, because of their powerful presence and voice and articulation, sing all over the world. And we're glad that they sing right here at Agape. Let me just say this. If anybody is here in the sanctuary and you're here for the very first time, please rise. And those who are out in the Agape land somewhere, you might be in Peru, you might be in Colombia, you might be in Peking, you might be in Germany, you might be in Australia, you might be in Canada, wherever you are, in Europe, Africa, stand up wherever you are if this is your first time at Agape, and feel the impress of our love as we extend our loving hearts through our hands. And we say this to you: welcome to Agape. We recognize you. We see who you truly are, the spiritual image and the very likeness of God. You are a unique emanation of love, beauty, and divine intelligence. Truly, you are a one-of-a-kind, wonderful, brilliant, unfolding genius. And today we get to celebrate your very existence. We get to celebrate your infinite potential. We appreciate you. And we thank God for you. Welcome to Agape! You may be seated and feel the impress. For those of you who are here for the first time here in the sanctuary, obviously you're aware there's only a few of us here, because generally speaking, more particularly, it's the 11 a.m. and 11:30 service that's open to the public, but you guys snuck in, and we don't turn anybody away. So welcome to Agape right here in person, and welcome to all of you who are streaming in, whether you're on our Facebook page, our YouTube channel, agapelive.com, wherever you're streaming in from. It's at the it's coming from the very center of the universe, emanating from planet Earth. Thank you for tuning in. We have wonderful practitioners, spiritual therapists that are a part of our spiritual community, individuals who have surrendered to a call of service, understand affirmative activated prayer, meditation, life visioning, sacred service, and more. We have one that's going to come forward to represent that field of love and beauty and intelligence. His name is Derek Poirier. Derek's going to come forward. He's going to represent the field in just a moment. He's going to allow this place to become an affirmatorium. Not just an auditorium, but an affirmatorium where we affirm the truth of our being. He's going to allow the affirmations to segue into our purpose statement, the selected reading of the day, and then pull us into this morning's verbal evocation, as you have heard some musical evocations. Derek, please come forward.
Good morning, Agape. Reverend Michael's theme for this month is the art of letting go. His topic today is Your Miracle Perspective, No Judgment. It was my joy to facilitate our meditation session this morning with music provided by Cal Bennett. Today's musical inspiration are Nikki Harris and Donna DeLore. Agape's licensed spiritual practitioners hold prayer vigil during service and are also engaging with you in the comments of this broadcast on Facebook and YouTube. You're invited to share any prayer requests there or contact our prayer ministry directly. Now is the time for our affirmations. I invite you to please stand and repeat them aloud after me, line by line. Everything I want, hope for, and desire is already within me.
Everything I want, hope for, or desire is already within me.
I am a divine dispenser of cosmic good, giving and receiving in God.
I'm a divine dispenser of cosmic good, giving and receiving in God.
My explorations in excellence reveal the spiritual gifts within me.
My exploration and excellence reveals spiritual gifts within me.
I am here as an advocate and an architect of a kind and just society.
I'm here as an architect and advocate of a kind and just society.
Soul-to-soul connections are the essence of all of my relationships.
Soul-to-soul connections are the essence of all my relationships.
I stand in gratitude for this word made manifest.
I stand in gratitude for this word made manifest.
And so it is. Amen. Thank you. Agape's purpose statement. Our purpose as an intentional spiritual community is to be a living environment for individuals to realize that they are unique emanations of God, the love intelligence governing the universe. We embody an understanding of our oneness with God, and we consciously practice this truth in our everyday lives. Through the New Thought, Ageless Wisdom teachings, and the energy of unconditional love, We are committed to individual transformation and to being a beneficial presence on the planet. Simply, we are here for God. Our selected reading is taken from the book of the Neville Reader. It is taken from the section Out of This World and is an excerpt from Assumptions Become Facts on page 243. People believe in the reality of the external world because they do not know how to focus and condense their powers to penetrate its thin crust. This book has only one purpose: the removing of the veil of the senses, the traveling into another world. To remove the veil of the senses, we do not employ great effort. The objective world vanishes by turning our attention away from it. We have only to concentrate on the state desired in order to mentally see it. But to give it reality so that it will become an objective fact, we must focus attention on the invisible state until it has the feeling of reality. When, through concentrated attention, our desire appears to possess the distinctness and feeling of reality, we have given it the right to become a visible, concrete fact. Please join me in a moment of prayer. And so how grateful I am to know that right where we are, God is, that there is truly one light, one power, one presence. The divine wholeness and oneness of spirit that is this moment, that is the eternal loving presence of spirit that is always guiding us moment by moment this day. And so how grateful I am to bless this day, to bless this service, to bless Reverend Michael, knowing that right where Reverend Michael is, the power and the presence of God flows through and as his life this day, that there is a light shining forth through and as the magnificence that is his consciousness. And we are all blessed by this powerful message. We're all uplifted by the powerful presence of God that unfolds in through and as this moment, in through and as this service. How grateful I am to speak this truth for this day, knowing that we are all blessed and uplifted in the wholeness, the oneness, and the grace of God. And so I'm simply grateful to know this truth as I release this word into law, knowing it is complete, it is whole, and so it is. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Derek. As I was sitting right there next to LaDonna Bennett, I said, these Agape people can pray. Marianne, open it up.
Pour yourself in me. Pour yourself into my heart. Oh, wonderful Spirit. Pour your joy in me. Pour your joy into my heart. Oh, wonderful Spirit, pour your love in me, pour your love into my heart. Oh, wonderful Spirit, pour your love in me, pour your love into my heart. Wonderful Spirit, pour yourself in me, pour yourself into my heart. Wonderful Spirit, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wonderful.
Wonderful Spirit, whoa. Wonderful Spirit.
And we are wonderfully made, emanating from the source of all creation. There used to be a day when people were afraid of God, but we have evolved as a species to understand that word fear in the Bible actually means awe. We're in awe of the presence, not afraid of the presence, because the presence is wonderful, cannot compromise its nature. God is love, wonderful spirit. So glad we evolved and came out of the caveman aspect of life and projecting human qualities onto a presence. That's called anthropomorphism. As the old saying goes, God made us in his image and likeness, and we've been trying to return the favor ever since. But oh no, we're made from divine stuff. Wonderful stuff. I welcome you into that space. Lynn Alicia Henderson is another great practitioner here at Agape. She's a great mom. She's a great actor. She's just a great being. She's going to highlight some of the announcements here.
Thank you, Reverend Michael. Good morning, Agape. So Highlighter Henderson is back, and we have a few highlights for you today. So please visit the Agape website, agapelive.com, for our weekly offerings and for more details on everything I'm about to say. And also, all the times listed are Pacific Standard Time. Awesome. Yes, it's very awesome. So, do you have questions about your life? Are you seeking answers? Well, the answer is you, because you are here to live with thriving, intimate relationships, to expand your financial empowerment, and to experience a deeper connection to spirit. Agape University invites you to join the dynamic master practitioner and teacher, Reverend Susie Lula, for The Answer Is You, a live online class based on the best-selling book by Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith. You are who and what the universe is seeking to express through. The Answer Is You is a 5-week course beginning Wednesday, October 18th, live on Zoom at 6 p.m. Pacific Time. All sessions will be recorded and made available following each class. This course is open to everyone. This means you. So for those of you to aspire to enter the Agape Professional Practitioners Studies Program, you should know that this is a required course. Register today at agapelive.com. And wait, there's more. You are also invited to a free masterclass. The Answer Is You, an intimate and inspiring dialogue with Reverend Michael B. Beckwith and Reverend Susie Lula. In this life-transforming event, Reverend Susie will skillfully guide us through an intimate conversation with Reverend Michael, and you will have the opportunity to learn directly from him as he unveils the power and practice of harmonizing life structures and unlocking your true potential. Woohoo! Mark your calendars for Wednesday, October 11th at 6 p.m. Pacific Time, as this extraordinary masterclass will be live on Zoom. This mind-expanding and heart-centered experience is absolutely free. So don't miss out on this golden opportunity to gain profound insights, ignite your inner fire, and unleash the power within you. Secure your spot now by visiting agapelive.com to register. Yes? See? Yes. Oui? Bueno. Awesome. Also, ladies and gentlemen and everyone, Agape is open to the public. Come on over. Every Sunday, meditation is at 11 a.m., 11:30 celebration service. Be aware of construction on Wilshire Boulevard and around our building. As always, all of our services are live streamed, and we love to see you in person. Yes? Excellent. This week's guest on Reverend Michael's Take Back Your Mind podcast is television and movie actor and longtime Agape member and student of Agape, Lauren London. Plus, Rev will answer your life question of the week and guide you in meditation. Watch or listen Take Back Your Mind with Michael B. Beckwith on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, and wherever you get your podcasts. Yes? Yes. And remember, to subscribe or to follow to receive alerts when new shows drop each Wednesday. And if you are seeking spiritual insights into your finances, your health, life purpose, or world events, email Reverend Michael at podcast@michaelbeckwith.com. And your question may be featured as the life question of the week on Take Back Your Mind podcast with Michael B. Beckwith. Remember to share your first name and location. Yes? Excellent. Today is the last day to audition for Agape International Choir. Woo! If you love to sing and are interested in building community, sharing your voice, and participating in the high vibrational sound of Agape, please come to our rehearsal today at 2 p.m. The holidays are right around the corner, and we'd love to see you in the choir. So for more information regarding the guidelines and the audition process, visit the Music and Arts table in the lobby, where some of our choir members will be present to greet you and answer your questions. You can also email choir@agapelive.com for more information. Yes? Excellent. Now, I would like to invite up Ama Baron.
Gracias. Hola, hola, buenos días. The Agape en Español Spanish Ministry, Global Spanish Ministry, invites you to join us every Saturday from 8:30 to 9 for a space of prayer, meditation, completamente en español. So join us, please. If you want to learn Spanish, invite your community. And also on Wednesday, October 18th, we are having our first Carnaval Místico. It's online. It's from 12 to 1:30, so register for free on our Instagram bio, and it's all virtual. Así que acompáñanos todos los sábados de 8:30 a 9 para un espacio de meditación y oración afirmativa completamente en tu idioma en español. Y los invitamos también el día miércoles 18 de octubre para que estén con nosotros para nuestro primero carnaval místico. Va a ser espectacular, muy divertido. Regístrense gratuitamente en nuestra página de Instagram y es virtual, así que los esperamos. Bye.
Bye. Gracias. Bueno. ¿Sí? Oui? Oui. Excelente. So, listen, a person that is ill only has one dream. A healthy person has many. Remember, your health is wealth. Give your body temple the raw materials it needs for renewal, regeneration, recovery, and stability of good health. Subscribe to AdaptoZen at Nutririse.com and get the Rev Superfood Greens and Vitamin D3, K2. Your body will love you back. Yes? Excellent. And lastly, beloved community, it has come to our attention that false messages purporting to be from Agape come in the form of email messages with a sender name of Agape International Spiritual Center. But these emails are actually sent from Low of Attraction Info. So please be aware that these messages are false and do not come from Agape. If you see one, please do not click on any of the links in the email. You should delete it. Remember, you can recognize any message from Agape as they will only be sent from agapelive.com. Yes? Yes! Peace and blessings, Agape.
We're bringing back to the platform Indy, Nikki, and Donna. Indy is in the house.
All right. When all else fails, stay optimistic.
Always.
Right? Come on over here, Donna.
Keep your head up.
Right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Come on. Step. See, I've been with this girl a long time. We made a lot of records sound good, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
We used to do little parts like this. Come on, Donna, you and me. Let's say. We say it like this. When in the midst of sorrow, you can't see up when looking down. A brighter day tomorrow will bring. Come on, you say. You hear the voice of reason telling you this can no matter how hard reality seems. Come on, just hold on to your dreams. Yeah, yeah.
Don't give up and don't give in.
Don't give up.
I know you see you never win.
I know it seems that
You will
way.
always pass the test
As long as you keep
your head to the sky.
you can win. You can win, yeah.
As long as you keep your head to the sky.
But you gotta
Be optimistic.
Come on, Dave. When things around you crumble, girl, no, you don't have to tumble and fall. Keep pushing on and don't you look back. No, no, no. Come on, you say you will always do your best. Yes, you will. Never, never say never. As long as you keep your head to the sky.
You can win.
You can win, yeah.
As long as you
Keep it up.
your head to the sky.
Say it again, say it again. You
can win.
You can win,
As
yeah.
long as you keep
Yes, you can.
the sky.
Say it again, say it again, say it again.
You can win. As long as you keep your head to the sky.
But you gotta
Be optimistic.
gotta be optimistic in the midst of it all. Right? Gotta be, yeah. Listen, y'all. 'Cause we say, keep your head to the sky. Come on, Donna, just you and me. Come on. Keep your head to the sky. Come on, y'all. Be optimistic. Keep your head to the sky. What you gonna be, huh? Be optimistic. Keep your head to the sky. Tell them, come on, singers. Keep your head, come on, to the sky. What you gonna
You
be?
got it.
Huh? Be optimistic. Keep your head to the sky. Come on, just the singers. Here we go. Keep your head to the sky. I love that, Donna. Be optimistic. Keep your head to the sky. What you gonna do? Be optimistic. Gotta be optimistic. Right?
To the sky.
In the midst of it all.
We can fly.
That's right.
And
You can win.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.
You can fly high in the sky.
Tell 'em. Be optimistic. Keep your head. Sound good. To the sky. 2 words.
Be optimistic.
Be optimistic.
That's ND. What does that stand for? ND. What does it stand
ND
for?
music.
Nikki and Donna. Nikki Harris, Donna DeLore, the surround sound of Agape, our magnificent Agape house band. All the Agape people in LA generally show up to see them at Catalina's Bar and Grill. Make your reservations, show up at 8:30, Friday and Saturday. Well, are y'all feeling that? Yeah? Give them some more love, please. Embrace these beautiful musicians right here. And begin to understand that you've stepped into a field of letting go. The art of letting go has been our theme for this particular month, and you've stepped into that vibratory field at this moment. We're letting go consciously of everything that no longer serves us, everything that would keep us limited in our point of view. We're letting go to our over-identification with the content that flows through our awareness. We're letting go of the over-identification with our temporary identities, and we have many temporary identities. Obviously, we're human. Obviously, we're masculine or feminine, a combination of both. Obviously, there's culture. Obviously, there's race. Obviously, there's gender. Obviously, there's sexual orientation. These are all identities that are temporal, and as I said in the early morning service, they are all lampshades through which the luminosity of our real identity, which is the light that lights up every individual that comes to the planet. That's our real, eternal, forever identity. And then we have temporal identities that are lampshades that we get to shine the love and the peace and the harmony and the intelligence through. And so there must not be an over-identification with the temporary IDs. Those are the ways we celebrate the limitless, infinite way that God expresses. But if we over-identify with the limited identities, we become offended and we fight for those things instead of letting our light so shine before those that are in the world. When they see us, they see the God presence that's shining through all of our temporary identities, our artistry, our genius, all that we have been given a unique expression. We're all unique expressions of infinite God, infinite good, infinite love, that we may reveal heaven on earth. Are you down with that? Do you hear that? Yes. You can answer me back. It's all right. And so we're letting go of that which would hinder, and we're letting go to our luminosity. We're letting go to the innate greatness and joy and harmony and peace that is within us. And oftentimes that's a little bit difficult because we have identified with so much that have happened to the personality construct that it is difficult to surrender and let go to the infinite presence, because it means a level of vulnerability, a level of openness, a level of pliability, flexibility, availability. And so we'd rather hold on to the pain that we are familiar with than to let go and surrender to the bliss that we haven't touched yet. And so the art of letting go is another way of saying surrender. Let go and let God. Let go and let love. Let go and let joy. Let go and let peace. We're living in a field of infinite possibilities, and as we expand our awareness through activated affirmative prayer, meditation, life visioning, sacred service, hanging with high and holy people. As I've said earlier, high and holy people does not mean religious and pious people. It just means individuals who are on the cutting edge of constantly growing, developing, and unfolding to their greater yet to be. It means they have discovered that their purpose is to reflect and to reveal the cosmos in a way that has never happened before, and they are unwilling to live in the comfort zones of mediocrity, but are constantly living to become more and more and more of who and what they really are as an emanation of pure spirit. So this to hang with that kind of dynamic creates a kind of a vibrational osmosis so that you actually become the vibration that you most hang out with. And so you want to be aware of your choices, of where you're going, who you're hanging out with, what kind of conversations you're having, so that you're constantly up-leveling your vibrational frequency so that you become available to that which is outside of your present point of view, your present paradigm, where all of the infinite goodies lie. You don't know what you don't know. And what you don't know, what is not known in the vibration of your personality knowing, oh, it is so much good, so much bliss and ecstasy that oftentimes we are afraid to even imagine such joy and such harmony and such happiness. So we have to develop the art of letting go, sitting sometimes in this sacred silence, having no input from the world of effects and circumstances and situations, becoming still and prayerful long enough that an insight emerges within us. And we begin to see that there's something about us that we did not inherit from our parents, did not come from the world, did not come from educational systems or miseducational systems, did not come from external authority figures. It came directly from us emerging from the eternal presence. Our life has no beginning and will never end, and incrementally or suddenly we begin to see differently. There's an art and a science to this letting go. This is why we say, be still and to know that the I am presence of God is within you. This is why we say, go within to the inner closet and commune with the presence, and you will be rewarded openly. This is why we say the ground upon which you are standing is holy, because you're standing there. And Mother Earth, ooh, she is a mother. She is so sweet. She is wonderful, you see. And so we open ourselves up to the art of letting go. Say with me right now, I let go and let God. I let go and let love. I let go and let beauty. I let go and let intelligence run my life. I let go and allow abundance to fulfill itself through me. I am developing the art of letting go. And so you've made a vow with yourself, and in that moment, you are subsequently breaking every vow that you've ever had with mediocrity. You're making a vow with yourself to be a greater version of yourself every single month, every single year. In other words, bringing in that quote that I love that says, in substance, that true nobility is not being superior to another individual. True nobility is being superior to your previous self. And so you're living in that dynamic, not comparing yourself to anyone else, because that's hell. You are growing to be superior to your previous self. That's unfoldment. That's growth. And so today, as we enter into the topic, and I'm filibustering a little bit because I'm trying to think what the topic is. What is it? Oh, I love this topic. Your miracle perspective. No judgment. That's the topic for today. And when we talk about miracles, we're coming to an understanding that a miracle is an instant or incremental demonstration of truth, something that already exists. It's already real in the ineffable, already real in the cosmos, already real in the universal presence, already real, and we have to have a miracle perspective in order for that miracle to be demonstrated in our life. Now, that happens when we begin to understand that we are to live not as judgmental individuals. Judge not according to appearances, but judge righteous judgment. We're coming to an understanding here that judgment basically limits your perception to live at the vibration of what you're judging, so that you keep re-experiencing, like Groundhog Day, the very things that you are judging. When we say in substance, as Yeshua ben Joseph, that brown Palestinian, Jesus the Christ said, judge not according to appearances, but judge righteous judgment. He was saying in substance, that righteous judgment is to lift your frequency, that you can begin to see that which is true and real, because the moment you judge something, you shrink your perception to that which you are judging, and you've pulled yourself out of the real world, and you've pulled yourself into the world that you are against. You've pulled yourself into the world that you are afraid of. You've pulled yourself into the world that you're fighting against. You've pulled yourself into the world of the things you think are wrong because of your judgment. The miracle perspective is to judge not, and to open up your awareness, as the quantum physicists would tell us, the objective world only exists when there's an observer of it. And so if you are in judgment of the things you don't like, then you're in participation of that world, and you're creating it with your hate, your resistance, your righteousness, their wrongness. The objective world is created by your observation. So judge not according to appearances, judge righteous judgment. That's why you pray. That's why you meditate, to begin to see the way it really is. So someone's holding judgment against you. You say to yourself, that's interesting. That's an interesting perspective. Not true, but interesting. You begin to move from fighting against judgment against yourself, or so-called evil intentions against you, to, that's interesting. That's an interesting perspective. Not my perspective, but it's an interesting perspective. Everybody gets to choose their perspectives. That's not mine. I want to choose righteous judgment. God is everywhere. And for those who are new to Agape, we're not believing in a Superman God in the sky. You know, we're talking about a presence that is never an absence, that is love, beauty, intelligence, the spirit that is everywhere in its fullness, not made in our image, but we're made in its image, which means we have the faculty to think independent of experience and circumstances. We are powerful beyond measure, you see? And so someone's judging you. Oh, you just go into taking no offense and say, oh, that's interesting. Has nothing to do with me. It really has something to do with them. That's where they're living. God bless you. And keep on stepping. The same thing with the world. Sometimes we develop a habit of actually looking for the things that are crazy in the world. We actually develop the habit of looking at things that are awful, looking at things that are not right, so to speak, and we end up in judgment of those things, and then that becomes the world that we are creating. Remember, there's no external world without an observer of it, and so what are you doing? You're coming into the awareness of, in that world, trials and tribulations will exist. But be of good cheer, because I've overcome that world. I'm living somewhere else. And because I'm living somewhere else, because I'm living in a higher frequency, I get to bring that frequency into and as this world, you see? Listen, somebody has to show joy in the midst of a pandemic. Someone has to show joy, love, and happiness in the midst of a seeming war-torn world. If someone does not do that, it will not exist. Someone has to be strong enough to say the presence of God is everywhere. I can see with my eyes the rewards, as the 91st Psalm would indicate, the rewards of individuals who are living in a lesser frequency, but it shall not come in my awareness. I live in the secret place of the Most High, under the shadow of the Almighty. It can't touch me because I'm not living there. You see, this is real mysticism. It's not just stage 2 manifestation, how to get a parking spot. It is opening up your awareness to an understanding that all of this presence, by means of us, is trying to reveal itself on earth. Now, in reality, it's already here. But can you see it? You see, love and peace and joy and wisdom and harmony is everywhere except where it's being suppressed by a limited perception. It's everywhere, except where it's being suppressed by a limited perception. So you know, you want to check out how you're suppressing it? Look at your major complaint. Just look at it. That right there is you suppressing the is of God in your life. Comparison, blocking abundance, prosperity, health, whole, all of the qualities of the Spirit, you see? And so somewhere along the line, we have to be strong enough to really practice the presence of God is everywhere. So you know what habit you want to develop? You want to begin to share your miracle stories. How many of you shared a miracle story this week? I know you shared a couple of complaints. I know you shared a couple of things that ain't going right. I know you shared a couple of things that, wish this was better. But how many miracle stories have you shared? And the miracle doesn't have to be like, woo, really big. It could be a coincidence. It can be just something worked out in a way that you didn't think was going to work out. Your mind may have been like, oh, this is the worst case scenario. This is going to happen. Oh, my God. And then you get, oh, that wasn't so bad. The thing that I thought bad was going to happen didn't happen. Actually, it was better than I thought was going to happen. Share that. In other words, if you begin to have, just like we have gratitude lists, many of us have gratitude lists. You write down just all the things. Share your miracles with each other. And so that becomes a mental habit. You share your miracle stories until that becomes a mental habit. And then you're opening your awareness to right seeing. And then, because the objective world can't exist without an observer, you start to see differently. You start to see differently. And then you start to be differently. You start to be differently. Then you start to see differently. Then you start to be differently. Then you start to see differently. As thou beest, so thou seest. As thou seest, so thou beest. Something begins to happen in this dynamic cauldron of transformation by which we get to change the world based on coming into a miracle perspective. You see, we can't make a miracle happen, but we can make it welcome. We can be available to it. But it does mean that the miraculous, the isness of God is not going to just suddenly come into your personality. It means that you're changing and becoming available. You've changed. You shifted your point of view. You've changed your point of view. And then you've come to the awareness that, as I've taught over the years, that the world is made up of an agreement of perceptions and beliefs and points of view and positionalities that we all agree upon. And then those things coagulate into a point of view and then coagulate into a global experience. So when you watch the news all the time and you actually take that in, then you start to agree how bad everything is. You start to vibrate with that mentally, emotionally, and physically. And instead of producing oxytocin by being in love with the presence and dopamine, which allows you to be available to a powerful future, you start to overcreate cortisol and other chemicals that you become addicted to that keep you locked in your limited perception, and then you become dead right. I told you everything was nasty. I told you the world was this way. And then you become right, but you become dead right. Because the condition of those toxic chemicals begin to produce the genesis of a dis-ease in the body temple, and then you're not living up to the full measure of the Spirit of the living God coming into its own as your very life and being. There is an art to letting go. There is a miracle perspective, a perspective. You have to change your point of view. This is why you pray. This is why you do your inner work. You're not trying to change God's mind. Thank God we can't change God's mind. Can you imagine? If all these billions of people in the world were changing God's mind, oh, God, I want you to be like this. No, I want you to be like this. God is the same yesterday, today, and forever. There's only one mind, We are all emanations of the one mind. You see, one mind. And we're opening ourselves up to be, oh God, yes, to be captured by this awareness. And this mind precedes brain. There used to be a thought that the brain and the mind were the same. Old science. There's the mind, and then the brain came. You see? There's the mind that controls the brain and the body, you see? And then what helps you control your mind? Your breath. Your intention, your prayer, you start to come into an awareness even before any physical change takes place. And then this awareness of the one-mindedness that is governing everything. Everything. The entire cosmos is a reflection of divine order. That order begins to reveal itself through your life. And you start to have ahas and, ooh, Satori moment. Oh my God, did you hear what happened today? Oh my God, I didn't think. Oh my God, that was great. Wow, I couldn't even imagine that happened. Oh my God. You start to live in the miracle perspective as a way of living. And then all you want to share, I'm not saying go to the world and share with everybody, because some people may think you're a little odd. But you have some close friends that are on the path of unfolding. And you share, guess what happened today? There was no traffic. Now that would be a big miracle. Or there was a lot of traffic. I still got there on time. Or it didn't start till I got there. Or whatever it is. The mind may label it small or may label it large, but once you start to share it, then that becomes your perception and your perspective. That's what you're looking for. Catch this. What you're looking for, you're looking with. So if you start to look for the miraculous, you help create it. You help become the energy of the miracle that you're looking for. You're living in that dynamic. Are you picking up what I'm putting down here? Are you catching this? Because as I said earlier, someone's have to be bold enough to shine and to glow when there's constant talk about pandemic. Someone has to shine and glow when there's constant talk about war. Someone has to shine and glow with the possibility of that world arising. We have to be in that world. Think from it, speak from it, act from it, until that world reveals itself. And we become the vibrational tipping points of the world as it really is. When you look at the movie The Matrix, that was a documentary. We're breaking free from the matrix of fear and worry and lack and scarcity, and coming into an awareness that there's only one power, one mind, one love everywhere. And then, as I said last week, as it emerged through me last week, we will move to the power of people rather than the people in power. The power of the people. That's right. Stronger than the so-called people in power. Enough citizens rise up in the vibration, things will change. Structures that no longer work will fall apart. The systemic issues that we can see so clearly will begin to be null and void. We're talking vibration. We're talking energy. We're talking frequency. Your frequency becomes your currency, and you will reveal that you are an infinite being hid with the Christ presence, the love presence, the joy presence on earth. As it is in the heart mind of the infinite. Let somebody scream about that. Wherever you are in the world, scream about that. We can hear you. We can feel the vibration. Embracing the entire planet. Mother Earth is now being occupied by beings who see a new world. If your mind cannot see the possibility, you will not be able to demonstrate that potential. You have to see it. You have to see it. You have to see it. And if your mind sees it, woo, demonstration, baby. Revelation happens. Oh, I feel it. Feel this with me. Feel this with me. We're changing our point of view. I'm not saying this is an easy task, but I'm saying it's doable and possible. I'm not saying that there aren't wounds that we've had to cover up. We've had to develop compulsive behaviors and, ways to protect ourselves, defense mechanisms and coping mechanisms in order to just survive. I'm not saying that that's not there. But all that we're fighting against ultimately is creating what we're fighting against. So we have to do our inner work and have the real meaning of being born again, not religious. But it means we're coming into a whole new awareness. Whew, I was blind, but now I see glorious reality. I couldn't see it before. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Say it, it's everywhere. Say love is everywhere. Peace is everywhere. Joy is everywhere. Oh, abundance is everywhere. Let me see it. Let me feel it. Let me sing it. Let me dance it. Let me reveal it. Let my light so shine that those that see me, those that just hear about me, see and hear the presence of God. And let it happen right now. 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 Oh my God. Woo-wee. Take a breath with me here. Another one. Now, whenever you move into the frequency of fear and your breath becomes shallow, just stop. Consider all the blessings that you've ever had in your life. Consider all the people who've ever prayed for you on this side of the veil or the other. Consider all the miracles that have ever happened in your life and just place your attention on that and take a big one. Come into the miracle perspective. Change your point of view. Shift your perspective. Feel into that. And if it falls your lot to be an activist in the world, in whatever your particular dharma may pull you to be an activist in, don't do it without a higher vision. You have to have a big vision that pulls you, even though you're an activist and you're announcing that which is no longer sustainable, which is untenable and doesn't work anymore. Your energy has to be more about what you are building than what you are tearing down. You have to have the frequency of the answer. Even if you can't quite articulate it, you have to feel it. You know what you're working for. You're a lover, you see. You're loving. There's something that's pulling you. A world that works for the highest and best within us all. Something is pulling you. Not a revenge, a prison industrial system, but a system that sees everyone as human and assists to bring them back to the glory of God. You start to articulate what you are for more than what you are against. I'm talking energetically. I'm talking energetically because I'm not saying you can't call it what it is. But you have to hold the space for what's trying to be through you. It's the miracle perspective. And then guess what? That which is timeless and eternal breaks into time, and things change around, and you don't even know how it's doing it, but it's doing it because your vibration and frequency is in that space. Be still and know that I am God in the midst of you. Fear not. It's God's good pleasure to give you the queendom and the kingdom and the realm of ever-expanding good. Okay, let's move into activated affirmative prayer right now. Close the outer eye for a moment if you can. Tap the space between your eyebrows and say out loud with me right now. Say, I'm willing to see without eyes. I'm willing to see with pure consciousness. I'm willing to see without eyes. I'm willing to see with pure consciousness. I'm willing to see with pure consciousness. It is in that awareness that we're shifting our perspective. We're inundated with the bad news, but there's something called the good news. They called it the gospel. That's the good news, that the presence has never changed. You don't have to pray to God to be God. You are praying to have a realization of God. So we stop in this awareness and we enter into a field of gratitude. Come into the field of gratitude. What did Rumi say in Substance? You know, that meet me in that field beyond right and wrong. I'll meet you there beyond judgment. I'll meet you in that dynamic field. Gratitude. Miracle. We're beginning to feel it and sense it and see it. We recognize it. This recognition of the absolute truth allows us to feel our way back to our unity, our oneness with life. We may have had the experience of separation, but we've never been separated. It's like a little child shopping with his or her mother, and suddenly they lose sight of the mother, and the mother is in another aisle, but the mother can see the child. And the child's having an experience of being lost and separated, but mom sees the child the whole time. Sometimes we may have an experience of separation, but God is here, always. Just lift up our eyes unto the hills from which cometh our help, unto higher consciousness. All these scriptures are coming through me for some reason. Anyway, we feel a deep sense of oneness with the presence. And from this consciousness of oneness, the vibrational word that is being spoken is the vibrational word of the infinite presence, called by millions of names. I speak it right here and right now for each and every one of us with the full awareness that there's only one of us here, one God, one power, one presence, revealing itself through the infinite expression of the presence. And then we just feel the word is spoken, that we feel. This feel, there's nothing wrong with feeling. It's the way we evoke the law. Feel that something wonderful is happening. Just feel it. You don't even have to know how it's going to manifest. Just feel that something oh, God bless. Feel that something wonderful is trying to happen. Something wonderful is happening. Feel it right now. Something wonderful is happening. Feel it. Something wonderful is happening. Something good, something magnificent, something beautiful, something prosperous, something joyful, something loving is happening right now. We feel it. That's our prayer. The feeling is the healing, is the revealing. The feeling provides the healing that is a revealing of what's already so.
That's right.
And so the word is spoken. Let there be light. Whew. Body temple light up like a Christmas tree, like a Hanukkah bush. Light up! Light on up! Light on up! Every chakra, spinning in the right direction, it'll glow with the presence of God. Every organ, action, function of the body, temple made whole right now. Oh, accept it. Mentally, emotionally, physically. Oh, yes. Life is lifing through us. And everything is working together for our good. Feel that. Feel that. Feel that. Oh, I feel it. Help them. Help them feel it. Come on. Indeed.
Gather up the brokenness and bring it to me now. The fragrance of those promises you never dared to vow. The splinters that you carry, the cross you left behind. Come healing of your body, come healing of your mind, and let the heavens hear it, that penitential hymn. Come healing of your spirit, come healing of your limbs.
Take a pure inhalation right here. There's no law against you right now, regardless of whatever challenge may be facing you. That challenge is facing a luminous being. And you can feel that something wonderful is happening regardless of what your eyes may be telling you. And that feeling becomes your prayer. It's already happening. We turn within and we feel the absolute truth. For Beth Odell, for Lori Kotler. Right where Lori is a presence that is never an absence. And divine and compelling right action and perfect healing reveals itself through Lori. The doctors, the health professionals that are attending to her are holding a vision of possibility. Healing is the order of the day. That's a revelation of truth. The very Reverend Jean Hagen for her son Tyrone, or Taran. Right where he is, God is. The very fullness of life is flowing through him right now in every area of his life. We bless Reverend Jean. We bless Tyrone. Joe and Lisa Romano for Marcelo. Right now they're starring in our prayer work right now, right where Marcelo is. Right action is occurring. The life of God is right where he is right now. All the practitioners that are online watching, they're holding this space for these individuals we're praying for right now. Many of these people are calling our prayer ministry right now. Dr. Natalie John, right where she is, there's a healing going on. There's a resurrecting, renewing, regenerating spirit where her body temple is concerned. That's physical, mental, and emotional. Our beloved Bishop Carlton Pearson, right where he is a presence. It's never an absence. Oh, he's done such magnificent work on this planet with his incarnation. We accept divine and perfect healing for him right now. We bless his family, his daughter, his son, and mother of his children, and everyone that's holding him in prayer right now. We amplify that prayer for the Bishop Carlton Pearson. There are individuals who are releasing loved ones from the visible to the invisible side of the world, side of the veil. Josh Sklar for Sue Kale. She shuffled off the mortal coil. Josh and family is blessed with a peace of mind regarding Sue as she's into life after life right now. Divine Aubrey for her sister Denise. Sister Denise she's like, wow, I'm still alive. I'm flying on the wings of the Holy Spirit. Hands of love are acclimating her to another dimension of life. Just as hands of life acclimate us to this dimension of life, it's continuing with Sister Denise, and we invite the whole family, including Divine. We invite a perfect peace that passes human understanding. This is true for Melissa Bitterman as well as beloved Zeus, her sweet dog, wagging the tail on the other side of the veil. Peace for Melissa. Because those dogs, that tail vibrates over 500, which means that's an unconditional love wag. So we just embrace animal lovers everywhere. So for this and more than words can say, we remain reverential. That doesn't mean serious. That means we are in a reverential state. We're in a loving state. We love to love. We revere life. And we give thanks for the gift of life that is our life. That's a gift. That's a gift. We're grateful for this gift. It allows for the miracle perspective to be magnified. And so we allow it to be so. That's why we can say together right now, and so it is.
And so it is.
All over the world we say, and so it is.
And so it is.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Ashe.
Ashe.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Salam.
Shalom.
Aho. Hotep.
Hotep.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Alhamdulillah. Now, open your eyes, bow to someone wherever you are on the globe, and say, now, so be it.
Now so be it.
So be it. So be it. Yes, yes, yes. Whew. So, this is the deal. Now you get to practice the law of circulation. You get to practice generosity. Wherever you are on the globe, you get to practice giving. You can call it a donation. You can call it a gift. You can call it a tithe. You can call it circulation. You can call it offering. You're offering something. However it is that you call it, it helps you to allow for the prosperity in your own life to become permanent because of your giving and your flow and the place that you're giving from. Stop in this moment, turn within for just a second, and let us just give thanks. Let us give thanks for whatever it is we have to give. We consciously bless it and dedicate it to the knowing of capital T truth that makes us free. And so it is. So it is. Amen. So for those of you here in the sanctuary, if cash and checks are still king for you, you can begin to prepare your offering. And as you exit, there will be ushers at the door who will receive your gifts. And we will spring the promise in the promissory notes into expression as ministries, programs, staff, equipment, and everything that Agape is. Or you can take your phone right now and have the camera in the direction of the QR code. QR means quick response. It'll take you right into the ever-expanding portal of Agape. You choose the amount you want to give and the regularity of your gifting. You can do that immediately wherever you are on the globe, but you can do it right now. If you have that itch you have to scratch because you've been sitting here too long, that itch to text, because you become an accidental texaholic, you can text the word give to 424-321-6243. It'll take you into the same portal. You choose the amount and the regularity of your gift. If you want to go directly to our website that has been mentioned earlier, that's agapelive.com. It'll take you right into the website. You'll find the place there where you can donate. Perhaps you want to pick up a book or a mala or something else, you can. When you check out, your offering will be right there, and you'll really be checking into your own abundance. If you're on our Facebook page, Agape's Facebook page, you can give There's a place to donate on our Facebook page as well. But don't delay. Don't allow your ego to shrink your perception, but allow yourself to transcend that and to give something. It'll benefit you, and it'll help clothe the perfect spiritual idea known as Agape International. I'll be right back.
Ashe, ashe, oh, ashe, 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 oh, ashe, 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 oh, ashe, 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 oh. Speaking to the best you see, ashe, oh, to the excellence that's meant to be, ashe, oh. Receive the power in your hand, ashe, oh, to create new life at your command, ashe, oh, ashe, 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 oh, ashe, 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 oh, ashe, 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 oh, ashe, 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 oh. To declare and claim the light in you, ashe, oh, is a gift we must awaken to, ashe, oh, we're designed to speak our word and know, as it is above, it is below, ashe, oh, ashe, ashe, oh, ashe, 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 oh, ashe, 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 oh, ashe, 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 oh, ashe, ashe, oh, ashe, ashe, oh, ashe, ashe, oh, ashe, ashe, oh. We are calling forth the light of love. As it is below, it is above. Emanate the power of the sun, and know that it's already done. Ashe, oh, ashe, ashe, oh, ashe, 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 oh, ashe, 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 oh, ashe, 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 oh, ashe, oh. Y'all singing? Ashe, oh, ashe, 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 oh, ashe, 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 oh, ashe, 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 oh, ashe.
Ashe, ashe. Woo, life is good, I tell you. Woo, God bless. We stop in a moment and we give thanks for the preciousness of giving, the preciousness of serving, the preciousness of sacrifice. The word sacrifice means to make sacred. That's what the word actually means. So we're making sacred our giving, that it becomes the visible manifestation of a community that is here for God, here for love. We give thanks that all of our needs are met, and we allow it to be so. And so it is. Amen. Shoo. For those in the sanctuary, please rise. For those around the world, please stand up. Whoa. We have individuals online from all around the globe. And so whatever time zone you're in, please know that we have transcended time and space, and we're in the holy instant, the divine now, celebrating the vibration of being blessed always. 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 Reverend Julie?
Blessed Blessed always.
Blessed always.
Blessed always. For the arms of God surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say amen. Let our joy be so triumphant. Rest in God and say amen.
The Reverend Julie Moret, please give us our benediction for this service.
I'm so grateful that we are the someone. I'm so grateful that we're the someone Reverend Michael spoke about today, that we're the someone that decides to see love no matter what's going on. I'm so glad that we joined together this day to see love, to see joy, to be joy no matter what. And I'm knowing that this elevated consciousness moving through the Agape International Spiritual Center, moving through this service, elevated through the master teachings of Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith, that this frequency allows everything we gaze upon from this heightened place to change on a subatomic level. That is what we are doing. That is what we are accomplishing. That and nothing less. With great gratitude, I say, and so it is.
So it is.
Amen.
Amen.
Now go forth and multiply the consciousness of the all good. For those of you who are tuning in, if you're close to Agape, come on down for the next service.
That's right.
We're live and in living color.
In living color.
And remember, ND will be at Catalina Bar and Grill this Friday and Saturday, 8:30. Get your tickets.
Nikki and Donna.
Flyer about that. The flyers are outside in the vestibule. We'll see you out there. And for those of you who are here in person, yes, you can place your offering in those baskets.